On Tuesday, July 7th will be the day that will be mandating. Let me. So Tuesday, 7th of July, unfortunately or fortunately, depends how you look at it, there will be mandating masks in all public places inside, right? Yes or yes? No! That's the right answer. No! Now, let me tell you how I see that in the positive light, because it's our choice, as I did a little speech last week, whoever heard it. In any circumstances, we get to choose how to look at certain things, what we can get out of that, and this is how I choose to look at this mandate. It's great that this country has people that would have enough with this BS, and it will actually force them to get off the fence. Because I'm sure a lot of people here have friends, family, etc. that said, you know what, what's the big deal? I'm going to wear the mask for like 30 minutes to go in the store and whatnot. Well, now it is a big deal because you have to wear it all the time, everywhere. And if nothing else, it's actually going to help us to reach a critical mass of people having enough with this BS. Enough is enough, yes? Exactly. So what we're planning is on morning of Tuesday at 9:30, we're all going to come together at Dundas Square. Yes or yes? Yes! Yes. And we're going to show this municipal government, and we're going to show the people of the city, and obviously all around, that we're not going to follow made-up regulations and actually put our own health at risk. We printed 15,000 flyers right there in that box, 15,000. The goal, Tuesday morning, distribute that whole thing on Dundas Square. And what we're going to do right after, we're going to go into the TTC, and we're going to go without masks into the TTC, because we're not going to obey by these BS that put us... Now, there's a lot of information that's available now, and I really want everyone go and search Dell YouTube channel. He did a really good video I watched this morning with his son, actually showing harmful effects of wearing masks. And he had his son wearing a mask, and he used a special machine to measure the oxygen level and CO2 level as well. And he actually showed how detrimental it is. And it breaks my heart to see all the children walking around in the streets right now wearing masks in this heat wave. It makes no sense. And in fact, what I do call it, I call child abuse sanctioned by our government.
Yes. Yes.
It's a child abuse that our government actually sanctioning. It's ridiculous what they're doing to the children. Now, let me give you one good example of what this government could have done if they really cared about the health of our children. They should have put all this money, $88 million at the federal level in all the media campaigns, all that money should have put into preventative measures for the child obesity. Guess what? You have more chances of dying from diet and lifestyle related diseases that are caused by your poor diet and lack of exercise. Now, guess what our children have been doing for the last 3 months? Subjected to isolation at home, stay home, play video games. What's the big deal? Oh, by the way, make sure you make a cherry cheesecake.
Yeah.
If you had any hesitations where the priorities of this government is, well, Dr. Ford told you. Sit at home, play video games, and eat cherry cheesecake. He does not care about the health of his children. Every time he makes a statement, I do everything to protect the children. Total BS. Total BS. The playgrounds are still closed. Why the playgrounds are still closed? There's no transmission for children. Sick Kids, actually one of the best hospitals in our country, Sick Kids in Toronto, released a report. Please Google it. On June 17th, they released a report saying children are not at risk at all. Number one. Number two, children are not super spreaders as anticipated in the past comparable to flu. They are not. Why children are still not allowed to play in the playgrounds makes no sense unless you understand the agenda of the government to create suppression, to create isolation, and expose our children to some harmful effects. And now they're going to mandate masks 3 months later. Like, it makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. So again, if our governments truly cared about health, they actually put all the money and all the resources into the programs that can elevate everybody else's health, not into made-up vaccines. And this is something that I want to leave you with, guys. Vaccines and pharmaceutical companies are not part of nature. It makes no sense that for us, since we are part of nature, we're supposed to be subjected to the chemicals that are going to make us healthy. It makes no sense whatsoever. What makes us healthy is good nutrition. What makes us healthy is quality, healthy, clean food. What makes us healthy is fresh air, sunlight, and social interactions. That's what makes us healthy.
Yeah!
That's why we're here today. Enough is enough.